Hey, Amelia. Hey, Leah. How's it going? Good times. Good times. Welcome to episode 2 of
Now with more cheese.
theme song.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When we start recording, tell me this isn't just me. As soon as I know we're recording, I start to get really itchy. Like I'm like, I gotta, that's itchy.
Where?
And then I'm like, wait, that's itchy. Wait, no, that's itchy. Like, you know how you start getting itchy and then you get itchy everywhere? It's because
Are you allergic?
It's because I know I'm not supposed to itch on camera.
She's allergic to podcasting. This totally would track as well. I'm allergic to garlic, onion, black pepper, dairy, soy, and podcasting.
I've been thrown out of restaurants before. Yeah.
Wait,
when I say thrown out, what do I mean?
No, you know what she means? Did you picture it? Because I just pictured a mop of curly hair just flying out the door in a tumble. And then like a poof.
No, it looks like this. I go in a restaurant and I'm like, excuse me, is it possible for me to order something without garlic, onions, black pepper, dairy, or soy, please?
Get out!
And they say, I think you should leave.
86 Amelia.
86 Amelia. Yeah. It's like that. Like it's literally someone goes, I think you better just leave.
Don't even let Chef come out here.
Yeah.
And hear that.
I'm totally not going to tell the kitchen that.
Because Chef will effing kill you. So just get out, butch.
Yeah. You should go. You should totally just go.
But we've been in some really cool restaurants.
Yeah. Some places are really lovely.
Chefs are able to cook on the fly, which, I don't know. Perhaps a true chef is somebody who can actually cook on the fly.
On the fly.
Yeah, with what you have in your kitchen without the allergies, and sees it as a challenge. A couple chefs do. I think they almost get excited when you come in.
And I appreciate that.
I like that.
Yes.
That's special.
There was a chef who used to just slide dishes in front of me just to see if I could eat them. And it was amazing. It was incredible. But then another restaurant, I would go in and they go, look at it. You didn't call ahead of time. What are you going to do? You should have called. And so And so then I don't want to go anymore.
I've been there. It's true. In fact, sometimes we've gone out to dinner and we'll trade places. I'll say, let me order. Let me be the one with the allergies. Miraculously, when I do it, it's fine. Yeah. But we found this in many cases. But people treat you differently. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
You are a lovable person. And people want to... I know. And people want to take care of you.
Why?
And people go, oh, that's Amelia. She's kind of annoying.
What is that about, you think?
No idea.
Cheers to you. I'm drinking juice.
I've been watching Later Daters on Netflix, which is surprisingly good, produced by Michelle Obama. And there is a lovely Southern woman.
Wait, how did Michelle Obama get involved in this?
No idea.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm sorry.
So the one woman teaches a toast to everybody, including the blind dates she goes on. Here's to you, and here's to me. And may we never disagree. But if we do, to hell with you, and cheers to me.
Wait, cheers. Disagreeing is fun. Oh, you don't. Whoa, look on your face.
No, I do not.
It's not fun. I just lied. It's not fun. It's kind of fun.
Okay, hang on. Okay. You think it's fun to disagree with me. But if I disagree with you, you don't think it's fun anymore.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
It is.
It's only about specific...
Are you having fun right now? Because I'm disagreeing with you.
Yes, I'm having fun. You see this? Do you
see
the face?
I'm itching.
You're itching, and I'm like,
Yes,
look, I'm happy. In every relationship, one of you is bound to be right more than the other. And in this case, it's Amelia. And I don't know why you disagree with that.
No, this is so much pressure.
What? What do you mean?
No, because it's just
not for me. It's great.
It is a lot of pressure. And then when I'm wrong, you start like doing little dances, like little hobbit dances.
I don't do hobbit dances. I do the slow swank.
No, you do the jig. You start doing the jig. Leprechaun dances. You start doing leprechaun dances when I'm wrong.
Are you telling me I'm right more than I think I'm right?
I am telling you that generalizations are not useful. And that I feel like it misrepresents the facts. I tell you when you're right, and then you do a jig.
Okay.
What's it like for you when you wake up in the morning? Because I know what it's like for me when you wake up in the morning. What's it like for you?
Oh, I'm immediately full. Like I wake up and I'm like, I am ready. I'm ready to rock. This morning I woke up very distressed because I had some dreams. And it was a dream of somebody taking me to a walnut grove. And they're like, one of my walnut trees fell. And I want you to have the lumber. And I was like, awesome. I will go and check out the tree.
You dreamt this?
I dreamt this.
Okay.
I dreamt this.
All right.
And I went there and there was 2 other people there. And we were walking around. And I noticed one of these walnut trees were old and big and beautiful. But one of them had burls all over it that somebody cut off. And this was a living tree. And I got so upset in my dream. And I described it to people. I'm like, this is like cutting flesh off of your body. Like, why are you doing this to the tree? And they took a walnut tree, and the best way to describe it is they gutted it. And that's how it felt to me.
It sounds very gory.
It wasn't, but it is. It was a tree, and they cut out just the inside of it and took it out. And the tree stood there, and I was devastated.
I dreamt that I took one of the dogs outside. It was Starling, and she rolled in something, and I needed to give her a bath, and someone gave me a snowsuit to wear. But next thing I knew, I was buck naked on the lawn, washing the dog with a hose, and there was Dawn dishwashing liquid on the fence that I could use. And all the neighbors were staring at me, and I thought, this is terribly wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those humiliating naked dreams. I'm guessing people have those. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I thought, this doesn't feel like a very good idea. Is it too late to change my mind? Put some clothes on?
It was too late.
So you had this really serious dream.
Yes, you had a serious dream
about
too.
Caring for trees, and I was just naked. I just had a naked dream. It was quite exhausting.
So I woke up distressed, but then I laid there and I was like, okay, that was just a dream. It's okay. And then I immediately was just thinking about making stuff. And then when I get up, I think, don't say anything to Amelia yet. Has she drank her coffee? Do not speak. Don't look at her. Go into the bathroom. Come back out. Look into the living room. Is she in there? She is. Don't say anything. Don't speak unless spoken to. And then you usually go, hi, lovey.
I do, yeah. But it is true. In the mornings, I have great difficulty. When I wake up, here's a comparison that I don't think my creativity flows as quickly in the morning. And so I wake up and I lay in bed for 15 or 20 minutes just trying to formulate what clothing I'm going to put on when I get up. Yeah, that's how long it takes me. I'll lay there, sometimes even an hour I'll lay there, and it'll be like, you know, it's that old Far Side comic. First the pants, then the shoes. It's that. It goes through my head.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't even do that. It will literally take you 20 minutes
The
to get yourself
after-
out of the
yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah. And then you come out and I'll have my shirt on backwards.
And inside out.
Yeah.
Not just backwards. And inside out. And your pants.
Yeah. No, my pants are always
I don't know.
on
Your
correctly.
sweatpants?
No, I always put my pants on correctly. First the pants, then the shoes. I need my coffee in the morning. And I've been meditating because it's January. So it's meditation month. You've missed out.
January is everything month. You're going to fix everything in your life.
Yep.
In 30 days. Or is it 31?
30 days. September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. Except February.
31 days. And you will fix your life. Spoiler alert. You won't. How are your intentions going? You're 3 days in.
I created something
what did you
today.
do? Did you just do the...
Hang on. I'll show you. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my creativity intention. Yeah.
I swear she's worn her sweatpants inside out.
This is what I did today. I don't know if he shows up there, but
How cute is that?
is that the cutest thing? Yeah.
You know, I have to say, I don't like using the word cute for anybody's art. When women make things, it's cute. For some reason, the word cute gets put on us.
Ugh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't minimize women's art.
Bing, 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 ding, bing, bing.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You did an art installation one time that was super cool, but someone looked at it and went, "Oh, isn't that cute?" People do it unconsciously. I know the other artist was not being intentional,
No.
but they didn't see you as an artist and then minimized what you were doing. It was very bizarre to me. Actually, I just thought it was weird. Yeah. But I would like to say in this particular case, you can call this cute because this is really cute.
There's nothing wrong with the word cute. Let's just get that out of the way. There's nothing wrong with that word. It's great. But I think if you find yourself coming back to that word over and over again because somebody who identifies as female has made it, you need to question why you're doing it.
Boop. That was the end of the serious moment. You ran out of time. Sorry about that. I think we're going to have to utilize that technique. That was the clocking out.
So we're going to try to minimize my seriousness because my seriousness starts as seriousness and then it goes to what we call glooming and dooming.
Glooming and dooming. It's very dark. Very dark.
Yes, you probably don't know that about me. I'm a gloomer and doomer. But I'm also perky and happy.
The way that you bounce around can be very challenging to follow. So you wake up in the morning and you're like, I have an idea and I have my pants on backwards.
And your shirt inside out.
And I'm like, right? So let me ask this question because this is a question we have been talking about for 20 years.
Okay.
When you get in these creative, highly focused, really uninterruptible jags, is it creativity or is it something else that's maybe not so healthy?
Yes.
So I was wondering, as your wife and
both.
not your therapist, but other people's therapists, where does your creativity intersect with what could be a possible mental health diagnosis?
Where? The whole thing. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me that with your hands again.
It's the whole thing.
That's all of you?
Yes, it's all. Yeah. I think.
Can I just.
Yes.
Okay. I diagnosed you once.
She did.
Yeah. It was about 15 years ago.
Yes, I would often say to Amelia, I am like such a complete anomaly of something, and I don't know what it is. I get super focused on things I don't want to do or think about anything else but this one thing, and then then I just move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And this is when I was making things early on, not happy with them, and then I would take them apart and set them on fire lots of times.
Yes,
turn them into something else.
I had a table that I loved that she made me, and one day I came home and it was burning. Yeah. She threw it in a fire pit. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
it was
true
just
story. She burned our first bed because she decided it wasn't good enough.
This is before I really knew how to repurpose things too. But it was also before I was able to look at something and say, oh, this is how I can make it better.
Oh my God, your confidence was like zero. So you would make stuff and then hate it and then destroy it.
Yes, that was a big part
and
of
then
my creative process.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that. But, so one day I was like, babe, what is this? I'd ask her all the time. I must have some diagnosis. And it's always just been GAD, general anxiety disorder. Right?
No, you never had general anxiety disorder. You didn't even know what anxiety was.
Oh, until
that's a different story.
It's a different story. We'll come back to anxiety.
Yeah.
And then one day she was like, babe, I know what it is. I know what you have. And I was like, what is it? What kind of freak am I?
And I said, you have this disorder called progressive destructive disorder. And it's where you make things, hate them, and then destroy them again and then start over. And you got so excited.
It's like, what's wrong with me? Oh my goodness.
You were so excited and you were like,
finally,
this is what I'm all about. And I finally understand myself. There's this diagnosis. And then you looked at me and
she was doing this.
Laughing. I totally made it up.
Darn it.
Yeah, it should be a diagnosis, but it's not. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I'm on the cusp of other things.
You are on the cusp of other things.
No doubt about it.
Your Instagram and Facebook followers like to diagnose you with ADHD.
Which makes sense.
You know, you definitely have some ADHD features there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How awful is it if I get out of bed immediately and I just charge in and be like, babe, idea.
Awful for who? For you or for me?
You.
Oh, it's terrible.
How often do I do that a week?
I mean, if you didn't try to stop yourself, you'd do it every single day. And you used to do it every single day. I think now, maybe twice a week you do it. But it used to be 7 days a week.
I'm making strides to be a better person, to be a better partner to Amelia. Do you get creative block, Amelia?
I feel like I am creative block. I feel like I embody creative block.
What?
I feel like when people look at me, they go, wow, that's what creative block looks like.
Oh, I thought you meant I look at you and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to make next.
Maybe.
Well, that's the other thing right there with art is, yeah, if you weren't a therapist, I wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, I can now, but when people ask this a lot of like, what does it take to be a full-time woodworker? Well, you need a lot of clients. And if you don't, you need your partner. Your partner needs to be able to hold it down while you do it, because you're going to have these dry spells that are going to make you feel like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
And how does that make you feel?
It made me feel guilty for a long time, but then I was just like, I'm a kept woman. Before I was able to like go full on artist, I was mowing the lawn. I was taking care of everything. We had chickens. I was taking care of them.
We had chickens. Yeah.
Yeah. I was cooking dinner. I was canning tomatoes. But then things went wild on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I feel really lucky.
You're so lucky.
that you're amazing. You're a multi-tool. We're two multi-tools. Your tool, though, your major tool, other tool is like helping people see things. It's just, what a burden. But what a friggin' gift.
The burden / gift of being a therapist, I think of being a healer. I now feel like I can take the time to do this. I didn't feel like I could before.
This is amazing. Do you remember the first time you experienced art, like in like a gallery or a museum, that it affected you in some way?
Oh boy, what a good question. The first time I became transfixed by art and obsessed was Picasso. And we went to IKEA, and IKEA had a print of some Picasso one-liners, which, if you don't know what they are, is where Picasso draws a creature without the pen leaving the page,
like this,
and also doesn't double over the lines that he did before.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So that was the first time I think that I was bowled over.
Side note, yes, Picasso was a shitbag. I assume every single male artist during that time is a shitbag.
Woo! Time's up. What's the first art that you were affected by, that you remember? What's the earliest you remember recognizing an artist's work? Oh, wait, I remembered an earlier one for me.
Oh, tell me.
I remember George O'Keeffe's work.
That's who I was going to say.
Yeah, I remember when I was in my very early 20s seeing George O'Keeffe paintings, probably on a calendar, and being like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Georgia O'Keeffe, and it was her paintings around a table. It was like a table of, like, it was supposed to be people, right? But it was all of her paintings. I don't know where this was.
Oh, wow.
Anyhow, it was very sapphic. And I was in my early 20s.
Sapphic.
I think it was New York City.
MoMA?
MoMA. I think it was MoMA. Oh, there's more art. This was also in my 20s. Is out west seeing petroglyphs. Was mind-blowing. Just like, these have been here thousands of years. That one made me feel like, gave me goosebumps.
Talking about creativity as not optional. Yeah, that if you're driven to be creative, what does that look like? Or where are you blocked? As opposed to, oh, maybe I should be creative. No, you're either a creative person or you're not.
I think you're a creative person.
Leah thinks everyone's a creative person.
I do. I think we all have a desire to make things. And we have to remember this. Because I've said this before, and I'll say it many, many more times in my life. When we make things, we make the world a better place. We bring things together, people together, objects together that wouldn't normally come together. Call it making if you can't call it art. That's the other thing of, like, am I more of a maker than an artist? Potentially, yes. But both of those things do the same thing. They bring people together, and that's a beautiful thing. Whether it's a stained glass piece, a wood piece, a metal piece, fabric, we have to make. Make.
Makety make.
Make.
Here's to creativity.
Creativity.